All right, everybody, episode 2 on why bass are like people. Today we're talking about offshore fishing. So you know what we're gonna have? We're gonna have some of these, some of these, some of these, some of these, some of whatever's tied them in rods right there. We're gonna talk about it because offshore bass, summertime. I live on Kentucky Lake. I grew up with schools of 200 bass out there sitting there. Like Pickwick gets now. A lot of these Tennessee River lakes where bass school up all the time. We're going to talk about why they act the way they act and why it's like people. So, I know a lot of people that I'm going to be talking to have definitely been to a crawfish boil here, or just a buffet would be a better thing to talk about here. So, you go to the Golden Corral or whatever your favorite buffet restaurant is. I don't know if it's still around, but long story short, you never know what you want. You got so many people. Some people like this, some people like that, some people like salads, which are wrong, and some people like meat and potatoes. This is my kind of people than my kind of bass. So we're talking about the meat and potatoes here. I'm talking, we got your 8XDs, we got your 6XDs, we got your big spoons, we got it all right? But here's the thing, when you're getting such a big crowd of people or a big school of fish, everybody likes different stuff. So you don't know what time you're pulling up on these fish. You don't know if they're hungry when they pull up there. You don't know if they just rolled in and sat down at the table. You don't know if they ain't sitting back in the chair, after you eat that buffet for about 20 minutes. You're sitting there like, man, I could really go use the bathroom. I don't know. They're going to be in all kinds of moods. So that's where these other little things come into play. See these little things right here? No. They ain't what you're thinking. No, these are your Strike King Magnum Dream Shots. What that is, that's a cupcake. That is a little cookie there at the snack bar before you leave the old Golden Corral or whatever buffet restaurant you're at. That's your snack right there. So you get them when they're real lethargic, laid back. They're there. They're still sitting there. You can see them on your live scope. You can see them on your side scan, your side view, whatever you might be looking at. You can see them fish down there. So they're there. So you just got to find something to trick them in with. And then you got your standard your jigs and your worms. Might try to break that worm pattern right there, old bullworm. What a cool sound that is. You got your bullworms. You got your raised crawls on your football jigs. Them's are the kind of fish that you're slowing down for, you're dragging around. You may entice one. That's almost like being at a barbecue and somebody sliding a hot dog in front of you. You just don't know. So when approaching offshore fish and schools of fish out there, you need to approach them like you got to give them the whole buffet. You got to pick out what fish might like what. This fish may have a crawfish allergy, so he's gonna eat on this spoon thinking it's a shad. Or this one might not like treble hooks, whatever it might be. So he wants a little one-aught circle hook or something. I ain't no telling down there. I can't speak bass. I try my best every day. That Garmin Live Scope helps out a ton, but at the end of the day, you're not communicating with a fish. So what you got to do down there is you have to sit there and give them every option you have in the book, the whole dinner table, the whole buffet plate, in order to just see if you can entice 4 or 5 of those bigger fish going up there and bite your bait. So, like I say, my setups is your standard, coming from Kentucky Lake. We got our red bugs, we got our morning dawns, we got our green pumpkins, your standard colors, whatever you got confidence in. There's a lot of times you got to throw the whole kitchen sink out there. So, anyway, why bass are like people today is like going to the buffet or any place you're going to eat at. I mean, good Lord, we could be going to the McDonald's. There's a whole menu at the McDonald's. So you're applying to all these fish. That's what you got to watch for. That's the way you got to think about it. So next time you're out there trying to fish a ledge and they're not biting you, they're not biting your 6XD because they're pretty lazy, I don't want to chase my food. My food's running away from me. If I don't have a shotgun, it's probably going to get away. So that's the reason we got our slower stuff too. Anyway, that's today's episode of Why Bass Are Like People. Welcome to the buffet table. Give them what you got. If they don't like it, go to the next ones.